Hey, Cortavius is here. Plarium's done something they've never done in the game. Never. So let's talk about that. Let's speculate a little bit about why. And let's talk about the rewards of if you want to go all in on everything going on. Let's get into it. All right, so what am I talking about here? Just looking at the events, and shockingly, in the middle of the fusion, first half of the fusion that we're in right now. All right, well, the shocker you've probably already seen on the news out there, but kind of want to give you my take on it is they're going to start the Titan event in the middle of the fusion, Friday, June 13th. That's tomorrow by the time you're watching this video. They're going to launch a Titan event for the perfect soul, which I won't read the whole thing to you, but it gets crappy. So the usual, there's 1750 Titan points. You only need 1500 to get the max rewards, so you can skip 250. Usually they run 3 summon events or 2 summon events and a soulstone event within these Titan events. You can skip one of the 3. So you're gonna do 2 shard events, or a shard and a soul, or usually it's two shard events you gotta do. And there's usually a hero's path baked into it, which might be the soulstone event. So maybe it's good news that they're going to overlap it with the champ chase and the fusion. If they put the Titan points in the champ chase for the fusion and you can do the fusion and the Titan, great. Are the Titan rewards going to be below the fusion rewards or above the fusion rewards though? Usually they're above, so you'll get some, but not all. But then does that mean you got to go hard in the chase? And what if you're like me, you grab the epic in the summon rush, but now they're going to want you to get Titan points that are above the champ chase points? Now you got to blow through the champ chase too. So frustrating, I guess, from that perspective. Depends on how you look at it.
Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out of Plarium Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid, complete the tutorial. And step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in raid, so click on that link before it expires.
But they're only going to give the 5-star soul. You can get the 2-star, 3-star, and 5-star. 1-star, 3-star, and 5-star souls. So they're only doing the odds. What sucks about that, though, is sometimes they've done it where there's 5 segments or 4 segments, and the 2, 3, 4, 5 are the top of each of the legs. That means you can choose which one you want. And honestly, this guy's a damage dealer. He really needs that 4-star soul. So you could stop at the 4-star soul and not go for that last, gotta get every point, crazy one, and you could skip 2 shard events. But they only offered the 3 and the 5. So it offers a choice. You could still just get the 3 and save a lot of resources, and then save up the essence and buy it in the market. That's a reasonable approach here. Or you gotta go nuts, go all in, and go get the 5-star. Because honestly, a 3-star soul on this guy's not worth much. It's not worth much. But if it's your ticket to the 4-star because you'll buy it, that's pretty reasonable. So anyway, I think you got to choose 3 or 5, or skip the whole thing. But if you're going to go for it, go 3 or 5, and then either commit to buying the essence or go for that 5-star soul. And then they will throw a couple relics in here as well. So we get a 2-star Gaze of Damnation and a 3-star Gilded Pinion relic. So there's a couple relics to go get. We'll go take a look at those in a minute to see how good those are. And if you get the first place in your leaderboard, you get another 5-star soul. So I won't even bother with that because what are the odds? That's in the champ chase this weekend. All right, so why am I thinking this is the first time they've done this? So in the middle of a fusion, we have a whole week to go on this thing. I mean, there's still basically this whole weekend going through about Wednesday of next week. We've got gear enhancement, we've got dungeon divers, we still have a champ chase coming, a champ training coming. So there's a lot, we're halfway through on the results. So I guess if I just look at how many rares I have, I'm 7 out of 16 in. I got a couple I can still get in current events, but we're 7 out of 16. So we got half the fusion to go, and they're putting the Titan in. That's what they've never done. They've typically done the fusion, then the Titan rolls right after it, and then sometimes the fusion comes in the last weekend, last part of the Titan event. So they run you fusion Titan, fusion Titan. They did that for months, and it was a lot of work. So this one, they're jumping it right in the middle. So I guess you can get a couple relics, and you can get the 5-star soul, and there'll be other rewards in there. And if we look at those relics, I mean, it's a 2-star Gaze of Damnation, which is an epic one. You get a nice chunk of accuracy and some crit damage on there and some attack. So for a nuker that needs attack-based nuker that needs accuracy, I mean, those are some nice stats to get. And it ups your damage, stacks up to 10% more damage. And you get less damage based on, skills not activated by enemies under True Fear. Well, not many champs will benefit from that, but at least, hey, you're getting more damage with more damage stats and more accuracy. Not a bad relic. And you get it 2-star. And then later on in it, probably the fourth milestone, and I'm assuming the 5-star soul is the last one, you can get a 3-star, which means they've upgraded it for you. Gilded Pinion with HP 12 speed. That in and of itself is pretty valuable. And you receive less damage for each turn of cooldown on all of their skills. So, and then that stacks up. So you got a half, 1%, 1.5%, 2.5% for each turn of the cooldown on all the skills. So if you've got 2 skills on cooldown, maybe that's 6, 6 times 2.5, 12.5, 15%. So you can get a decent damage reduction and a lot of speed out of it. It's not a bad one as well. I mean, you can get value out of that, and the speed obviously is. I mean, that's assuming it's fully ascended, of course. So you're going to get probably 3 speed, then 6 speed. So a couple decent relics. Would I go all out for those 2? No. But if you're going for the 5-star soul and you get those along the way, bonus. I guess I would certainly take those. What I find interesting, though, in the choice, and this is why I find myself speculating, is we already have the Coalition event. So they're having us come in here, and I haven't even seen what the new quests are. Spiders, cool. And keep killing people in arena. Okay. I really like the arena one. So we get an arena and an energy-based one. So these are in here to think about. You've got the Coalition event going on. You've got the event dungeon live, where you can just come in here and be running that to get event points. And you've got the Forge Pass running, which means you got to come in here and think about these daily events that you need to run. And you got all the fusion events that you need to pay attention to. So you're going to have the fusion running, you're going to have a Titan Path running, you're going to have the event dungeon running, you're going to have the Coalition events, and the Forge Pass, all at the same time. They know one of my biggest complaints in this game has been burnout. That there's so much to do in the game, and are the rewards worth all that work or not? So they load us up with a quintuple, a five at once, if I got my math right. Is it a test to see, hey, well, you complain about doing Fusion Titan. Well, we'll just put the Titan in with the Fusion then, and that way you're done halfway through. So one of 2 things makes me speculate. Well, 3 things, I guess. One, they're just testing to see how it performs, and then they'll go back to what they're doing if they don't like it. Don't know what the objective would be there, but I could see that. The second thing is they're pushing us because there's some content or something coming. Like, why are they moving the schedule up? Is there something coming after this Titan event that they need to make room for? Hard Faction Wars really just launched, so I can't fathom there's new content. But is there something, some event, something they're doing, some tournament, what's coming now? I don't know what they're creating that space for. So that's speculation. I don't know what that could be. Leave a comment below if you got an idea how to fill in the blank there. What would they be creating space for? I don't think we're going to see a new arena mode. I don't think we're going to see something exciting. So it could just, but the Titan events are usually the things they fill. They're not very creative on coming up with new stuff. So what are they filling that in with? I don't know. But that's one thing I think is you're moving the schedule up for a reason. What are you putting there? The only other third thing I come up with is, well, they knew we complained about back-to-back events, so they want to do a Titan, they want to drain the resources, and hey, let's do it in the middle of the fusion along with the Forge Pass and all this stuff, because nobody's got resources to do that. So this will draw people's resources down, they'll have to spend money, and then we'll create the break they wanted. What makes me kind of laugh about that, though, is like Plarium really gives a crap about what the hell we want, so are they really creating a break for us? No. So it's more apt to me to be, well, let's just load them up and see if we can break them, with how many resources they got to use and turn some free-to-players into spending because they can't do everything. And FOMO will get people running after all this stuff. So, what it comes down to me is, boy, I think some people are going to be challenged with, I want to get the soul for the champ. And remember, if we go to the events again with the Coalition events, they put quests in here for the 5-star soul. So I got to get a 5-star soul. Well, wait a minute. If I wanted to get the good relic that's at the end of these rewards, right? I mean, you're going to get over here, you're going to get this mythical, a chance at an 80% chance at our 20% chance at a mythical, good chance at a mythical and or legendary. You're going to get a legendary mythical relic if you make it this far out. And they give us quests with 5-star, stolen skills upgraded, 3 stars, unlock all his mastery. So maybe they're just going with that to say, hey, they saw a large percentage of people doing this fusion, which is unusual. So let's load them up. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can push them to get the 5-star soul and finish the coalition event and get this done and do the forge pass. So I think you just have to step back and ask yourself, what's it worth to you? And if this game turns into your life and you're just spending too much time, then you know what? It's a game. You don't need the 5-star soul for him. Yeah, he's a better champ with it, but is he really that good anyway? And do you really need the 5-star soul? Your account will be fine if you skip the fusion and you skip the relic and you skip the Titan path. You'll still have a great account. Do the next fusion when they don't put it all on you. So don't push yourself more than what you want to play in this game. Put the time into it you can put into it. Get the rewards you can get from that, and make sure you're enjoying the game. Don't let this burst of activity they're going to give you send you down the wrong path. So that's my advice. Just take it for what you can take it for, and get what you can out of it, and just try and enjoy the game, and don't let it become life, which that's what Raid wants it to be. So anyway, I'll stop there. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully there's something in you found interesting. Love it if you could like, subscribe to this channel. Appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. And as I said, hey, enjoy the game, enjoy life.